Welcome back again. My name is Amit, and so in previous video we have seen a couple of string functions, how we can different operations on the string. See some more operations on the strings, and then we'll go for arithmetic operator. So let's. What I'm going to do here is let's use this simple the message which right now I'm having. Okay. And what I will do is something like this. So if you look at the code, what I'm going to do is message.find of G. So it's going to find the position of G in the message string. Okay, so let's look at the output and we'll see. Okay, so what it's giving me basically an error. That's because I should have put it into single quote so that it don't give this kind of error. So if I don't put into string, if I don't put it into single quotes, it gives error. Okay, if you look at the output is 7, that means it is giving me the position in this string. So it is like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th position it has returned. Let's look at some more options for the string functions. So if you consider this one, okay, let's look at like this. If you want to see the position of a particular pattern of the characters, so you can find that also. If you see here, it has given the where this win word is coming. So if you see here, it's coming at the 16th position. One more thing, like if there is some character which is not present in this string, so it will return you -1. If you see in the screen, it is showing because so -1 shows like it is not present into this string. Okay, so let's consider one more example. Say for example, I want to replace this win string with the almost win string. Let's look at this function, how it works. Okay, so I'm running this. So if you see, the string has been changed. Now it's showing me the output. We are going to almost win the deal. Okay, so this is all about the replace function. Similar way, if you want to change a particular character, that also can be done here. Say for example, I'm just taking a scenario. So if you see here, we are going to win the deal. Okay, so wherever W was present in the string, that has been replaced by the L. Okay, so that's how the string functions works. Here there is one more thing, in function, which works like this. So it will start with the word which you want to search in the string, and then in operator, and then you can give the string here. So the message string is here. Okay, so let's run this program. It's going to give you boolean value. Okay, so if this is present in the string, it will give you true. If it is not present, it is going to give you false. Okay, let's look at like this. If this is present in the string, false, right? So this is all about string functions. There are many more functions which you can try with your own. Okay, so this is kind of a demo how exactly string functions works here in the Python. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new file, Python file. So what I'm going to do is creating a for arithmetic operator. .py, and it has been created here. So we'll see how arithmetic operator works in Python. Okay, so say for example I have a variable a equal to 100 and a equal to 100 plus 40, and then I am going to do print of a. Okay, so let's look at this thing, how it is going to work and all. So I'm going to run this program, and while running you need to select the file. Okay, if you look at my screen, you see here it has given the result as a 140. So what happened here? So the 100 value has been assigned to variable a. Okay, so it's like an integer variable where, you know, in mathematics you can relate it with the whole number. Okay, so that has been assigned to the variable a. Now in the next line, what has been done here, the a value has been incremented by 40. So 100 plus 40 is like 140, that has been assigned to the variable a, and in the next line we are printing this to the output console window. Okay, so this is a very simple thing. Let's look at some more example to understand the operators here. So let me take another example to make it more clear. So these are the example we have taken here. Let me print these things here. Let me run this program and let's see how it works here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm running this program. Okay, if you look at my screen, it has given a value was 100. So in the next line it has been incremented by 40, so the b value become 140, and in the next line if you see, c has been multiplied by, a has been multiplied by 2, so the c value become 200. Similarly 100 minus 50, that becomes 50, so d value is like 50 here. And okay, so if you see the e value, the value of variable e has become 2, because 100 by 50, that returns 2.0. it's returning into like a float kind of a variable. Okay, so the f, so if you see here, it's like exponential operator, so 100 to power 3, so that becomes 10 to power 6, what I say, or in other words we can say somewhere 10 lakhs or maybe 1 million. Okay, so this is how the arithmetic operator behaves. Okay, so now this is like a very simple thing. Okay, now let me make it little complicated. Okay, where you know, the operator precedence comes into the picture. So we'll understand the operator precedence by some examples. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is let's take this example only. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is okay, if you see this f expression, okay, so it has all type of operator you know, within the same statement. Okay, if you see, exponential operator is there, plus, minus, into, and division operator are there. So now here take a pause for some time and think what could be the value of f here. Okay, so just think about it. So there are you know, there can be multiple way you can think of it. It might be like, you know, 10 to power 3 first will be calculated, then the 5 into 2 will be calculated, then division will be calculated, then plus and then minus. Or it could be opposite, first plus will be calculated like 3 plus 2, then it will become 10 to power 5, or 5 into 2. There are you know, different way to deal with this thing. Okay, so what could be the you know, answer? Just think about it, and you know, in comment box just ping me what was your answer, what you have think of. Okay, so just use the mathematical you know, knowledge what you have learned in your high schools. Okay, so I have just run this program, and if you see in my screen, the answer has come 997. Let's understand how exactly it worked here. So first 10 to power 3 will be calculated. Okay, so the precedence will go to first exponential. Okay, then multiplication and division come into the second. So let's take like first multiplication has been calculated, then division. So what happened here is 5 into 2, 10, okay, divided by 2, again 5. So that 5 has been calculated here. Okay, then add will come into picture here, and your subtraction will also come into picture. So how to work? So 10 into 3, that becomes 1000 here, then plus 2, that is like 10,002. Okay, and if you see the answer of this expression, it is 5. So 10,002 minus 5, how much it came? It came like 997. Okay, that is the answer here. Okay, so the precedence is for add and sub almost same, and for multiplication division also same. So it's like exponentially things gets calculated first, then multiplication division, then addition and subtraction. Okay, if you feel at any point of time like you are it's very confusing while you are writing your program while dealing with the arithmetic operator, so you don't have to bother. What you can write, you can write something like this, in brackets. Okay, so whatever you write, so it will be very very clear, okay, for you also and for your compiler, I mean while you are running the code. Okay, so in this the case, whatever is within bracket that gets calculated first, and you are explicitly telling to your compiler like, okay, hey guys, please execute in this order. Okay, so that's very clear. So if you will run this thing, so it's going to give you same result. Okay, so so the best practice is always use brackets so that it is very clear for everyone. Okay, now you can take in other sense also. Okay, if you see here, okay, let me check what exactly happened here. Okay, maybe because of this. Okay, let me run this thing. Okay, so this expression was giving you this 997 value. Okay, what will happen if I write like this? Okay, in this case what is going to happen is this 3 plus 2, 5 is going to get calculated first. Okay, then the operator precedence will come into the picture. Okay, so if you see here, 3 plus 2, 5, so 10 to power 5, and then 5 will be minus from this, so that will be result almost like, see here, it is like 9,995. oh okay, I think it's 99,995. okay, so this is the result, because in this case the precedence has been given to this bracket thing. Okay, so I hope it's clear. So thumb rule is basically the precedence will go to first exponential, then multiplication division, then the addition subtraction. If you are confused and you are not able to make it out, then use brackets in your expression, and wherever brackets are there, so that value gets calculated first, and it's change the whole thing of your expression. Okay, so this is all about arithmetic operator. Okay, let's take some more example on other kind of mathematical function which we'll see here. Okay, So for that, what we are going to do is we need to import some. Okay, let me create another file, and then we'll consider some more thing here. Okay, say for example x equal to 2.325. okay, now what I'm going to do is print of math. Okay, so let's do this math.flow of x and print math.seal of x. Okay, so we are trying to use mathematical functions here, and if you see here, math is nothing but it's like a library, okay, which we need to import before we are writing any code in Python. So I need to import this math library so that this can work. So what I need to do is simply use import math. So whatever inbuilt function and libraries is available from Python, it will be imported here, and then we can use all the mathematical functions. So it's very simple. If you say for example written here like math dot, so once I press the dot, you can see all the mathematical functions are available, like square root, 10. Yeah, there are I mean lots of mathematical functions are available. You can play around it. Okay, so let's see the result of this particular thing, how it behaves. So I'm just going to run this. Okay, since I have created a new file, I need to first go here and select this math, and you see here the first floor function has worked. So floor function, you might be aware of your secondary mathematics, where it goes lower down to the 2 if the decimal value is gets truncated, and it gives the lower bound value of in number line. Okay, so it gives 2, and if you see the ceiling function, it gives the upper value. Okay, next value. So that's how it works. Okay, let's look at one more example to understand it more. Say for example there is a minus 2.35 value, and I want to print the absolute value of this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is math dot let's look at this thing. Okay, if you see here, my x value is in minus, so I have used the absolute function, which has simply given me the absolute value, where minus thing will be ignored, and it just give the absolute value of that number. Okay, so if you see here, for absolute value, I haven't used mathematical library, because the basic function is supported by the the Python without library. But if you want to go for a more complicated and more advanced mathematical function, then you have to use this math library, where you have to access them, those function, with this dot operator, math dot, then the function name, and you need to give the variable name. Okay, which will give you the corresponding result. Okay, so that will give you the corresponding result. Thank you. And let's look at some more example. Okay, now we'll go for